What's up, Rollies?
It's the Ben's fam,
Back with another video.
and today we are going to get into the topic of long distance relationships. And for those of y'all that don't know, Baby and I are kind of like little, like lightweight experts at this because we were in a long distance relationship before we met each other. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We were in a long
I don't understand.
distance.
What was the joke? I missed it.
Okay, I was just saying like with other people. I was joking though. But I guess you wasn't you? You was Sliz in a long distance
What is she
relationship
talking?
with somebody else.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Anyway.
Conversation with yourself. I'm lost.
Baby and I was in a long distance relationship in the very beginning of our relationship, and we dated long distance for a while.
How long was it?
9-10 months.
When did I move back?
I don't know when you moved back.
So how you gonna say 9 months?
Well, like that's when we like got really serious.
But was I here?
I don't remember.
What kind of relationship were you in?
Were you in it?
No.
Were you in it? You was probably single out there.
Single and ready to mingle.
Nah, you know what? You were back, but you had left again because I went to Vegas around Memorial Day when you blocked me. No, you left in May and you weren't talking to me.
Facts. We're gonna get to that, y'all.
Baby blocked me.
We're gonna get to that. So, pros and cons of long distance relationships. All right, so Baby feels like it's more likely for lesbians to be in a long distance relationship.
Absolutely.
Why?
I just feel like the dating pool for lesbians is already small. So especially if you're from like a place like Utah or a place that doesn't have a lot of people,
Where me's are rare.
Your dating pool is even smaller.
I'm rare all across America.
You are. And then I feel like for people like her, she doesn't really care because she just feels like she could make anybody gay if she wants to.
How you gonna tell me what I do?
That's what you think.
How you gonna tell me what I do?
That's what you think. That's what you think. You do. I know you.
Anyway.
But so I feel like for lesbians, it's more common that you kind of have to like go online or kind of like meet somebody out of town and continue talking to them because you don't have a large dating pool in your city.
Because the pickings is slim.
The pickings is slim. People are already in relationships, or like baby studs are ran through already. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, comment down below if you are or ever have been in a long distance relationship.
And I want to know if it was a good or a bad experience.
And tell us where you was at, where they was at. How long did it last? Just give us the little quick rundown on it.
Quick.
The nutshell.
Give us the nutshell.
Give us the nutshell. So to answer that question, I was in North Dakota and Baby was in Utah. Utah.
Baby's from Utah though. She actually lived in Utah longer than I did, because she's a little older than me and shit. But so she had moved away, and so we kind of like
coming for me today.
No, I said you had moved away.
Okay, because I was just gonna put you on blast.
All I said is you had moved away. Baby had moved away. Baby is a very seasoned individual. She's lived like a lot of places. She was the type of person that could just move anywhere and just like kind of make it work. I'm not like that. So Baby was out living her life, moving state to state, doing whatever she wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel like she.
Do you feel? No, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That's
I feel like she low key. She building up to like get. She building up to like get at me.
I feel like that's a good thing. You was out. You was doing things.
It's the way she said seasoned individual, and then before it, what did you say? Something about ran through or something.
Oh, that was a joke. I just mean like you had lived places. You had been places. You
stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready because I feel like Baby coming for me. I'm ready to.
I'm not coming for you, baby. I promise. So Baby was, living her life out, doing her thing, but she was still from Utah. So we had kind of like knew about each other a little bit. We seen each other at Juneteenth, but we had never. She had proposed at Juneteenth, mind you. Like lightweight, just jokingly. We hadn't ran into each other because Baby wasn't living here and I wasn't out in the streets like that.
Facts. So when I finally got her number, that was what?
In October, yeah, months after Juneteenth. It was all the way in October.
I saw her in person in June and I didn't get her number till October. Comment down below if you hopping in the DM to get the number, because I could have. 4 months I was on the prowl. And
we wasn't meant to know each other.
Yeah, because she was still slizzing it out.
No, I wasn't. But obviously we wasn't meant to know each other.
She had like 2-3 niggas at the time.
God knew that we was not meant to know each other at that time. Do we want to talk about how many people somebody had at that time? Do we want to talk about how many people?
I thought you wasn't coming for me.
You're coming for me now.
I'm not coming for you.
She had like 2-3 niggas at the same time. I feel like you're coming for me now.
But you did.
Well, but do we want to talk about that? That's the question. Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, we do. Do y'all want to talk about that? Comment down below if you want to get deep off into the conversation, because we can have another we can have another continued part.
Yeah, we can tell your business
of the.
We can tell your business. You ain't got
to
talk about my business.
All right, back on track.
I'm a different person.
So you're admitting. All right, it's cool, because I took it from all three of them niggas. It was one of me, three of them, and we was like, I'll holler, y'all three do what y'all do. Niggas are over there heartbroken now, like, what?
Shut up.
It wasn't just me?
Shut up. That'd be so crazy.
What?
Whatever. You left some girls distraught.
What?
So we won't talk about who's distraught around here. Because you had people planning whole lives with you.
Me, we're talking
in their
about
own
you.
mind.
Anyway, back on track.
All right.
See, I knew you was coming for me slick. I knew I could tell the energy, the vibe,
You just
the air,
for
everything.
me.
Because I had to stay ready, like. So anyway, y'all.
Anyway.
Sorry, we're going to stay on track.
Pro number one of being in a long distance relationship is that you really get to know the person without being able to have sex with the person. And I think that is very, very important.
We had sex when I met you at Juneteenth.
No, we didn't. Don't try to do it like that. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. And we didn't even have sex in October, okay?
So I got her number in October, and all we did was text.
Mm-hmm.
We text from October to what?
December. Girl, I made you wait 90 days.
And then I came back to visit, and I wanted to take her out, and we were gonna go see the lights. And I had never talked to her on the phone. For 3 months we text, and I mean every day, all day. I think I texted her my whole ride from Utah to
North Dakota. I think
to
so.
North Dakota. She's a terrible texter.
I am, but I did pretty good back then.
She did pretty good, but I would be like,
We'll get to what she was thinking.
Cause yeah, her
her
texting was like level C.
Best texting I ever did in my life. For you to call it a level C, I ain't never texted so consistently.
I don't think you have.
In my entire life.
I believe you. I sure believe you. Cause now my emergency contact is my mother. Don't ever think if you need an emergency, don't call her. She ain't gonna answer. She ain't gonna text you back. She'll be on her phone. That's so annoying. But anyway, back off track. So yeah, I agree. What was it?
It was that you get to know each other without having sex. And I think that that's important because sometimes, you know, especially when the coochie good and stuff, you kind of like somebody and then y'all get to start having sex and then y'all get to move it too fast because you get hung up on the sex and not on the person. And then, you know, some months go by and you like, ooh, I can't stand you. I don't know why I ever gave you any. So I think it was important.
So who are you referring to right now? Because that never happened with us.
That's just a woman experience.
Oh. We're not asking about your woman experience.
That's
right
everybody's woman experience.
Oh, is it?
You ain't never been with somebody and was like, I don't know, like you be embarrassed of some people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Baby knows what I'm talking about too. She tried to act like she was out here just proving it up. She wasn't even proved like that.
Anyway, you threw me off with all your side notes and all your shit. So anyway, back to whatever we was talking about. What was we talking about?
Getting to know somebody without, we need to talk about our deep conversation.
No, let's go back to the sex part.
No. And the other thing that I felt like it was really important for us was that we got to have like a lot of really deep, meaningful conversations because, you know, in that first part of the relationship.
Hold on, I'm not even hearing you right now. I'm stuck back on the sex part. But hold on, wait.
What?
wait. Let's go back to the first part. What was the thing? What was the pro? What was the con? What were we on?
It's important to get to know each other very well before you start having sex.
Okay. I like how you cleared that up. Good. I like how you didn't go too deep, you know, with the explanation and everything like that. All right.
And so
we'll move forward now.
We had a lot of very deep and meaningful conversations. You know, up all night talking on the phone, texting all day. I mean, the first 3 months it was just texting all day. We wasn't talking on the phone.
But when I did call her, I was like, hello? Because you know, baby got that Tony Braxton voice. And
I don't know what she expected.
I thought she was going to be like, hello? And she was like, hello? And I was like, damn, girl, that's you.
No, I can tell you how to answer the phone right now. Hold on. Hello? And baby about dropped the phone.
I looked like, whoa, because I had got stuck. But I had to call because I'm like, if I text her and tell her I got stuck, she gonna think I'm lying.
She was sending me pictures and stuff. I
I'm
still
like,
thought you
she
was lying.
sure gonna think I'm lying. Anyway, let's skip past that pro because I kind of got sidetracked. We gotta move past that, you know. The con is that you might be thinking about how they gave somebody some coochie and they wasn't worth their time and all that shit she just said. That brings us right into the con. You might be thinking like, oh, what is she doing? Well, her text game is trash. So.
And I was in night school, y'all. I went to school from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. every night. And so baby thought I was in a relationship because
every time it got late, she was MIA. But you're not gonna tell me that?
No, I didn't. Well, so all day at work, I was able to text, right? So I was texting her all day at work, and then around like 6:30, it would get kind of dry.
It would start slowing down by about 10 o'clock. Her nigga was getting off work, I thought, because it was dead.
So I would go to massage school, and in massage school, most of the instruction is an hour of lecture in which I could text, but then you go do an hour of application, and then your partner does an hour of application on you. So you don't really have a lot of time to be on your phone during massage school.
When did you tell someone that?
You didn't ask.
So are you having lecture? What are you doing now? Are you able to text? What are you doing now?
I thought we were texting just fine. I thought we was texting just fine.
We was until when that one drop call could have dropped you your life.
So on Thursdays, because we would get out of school on Thursday nights and we would go have pizza at this place called The Pie that's like up by the University of Utah, and it is underground. And so I figured the call was gonna drop when I went downstairs. So I had told her that I wasn't gonna have service or something. And
we're in mid-conversation and she's like, hey, and my service is gonna drop. Mind you, the conversation was getting real dry around this time every night. So she's texting and she's like, I probably won't have service in a minute. And then that was it.
And I didn't.
So then check this out. She didn't text me the next morning.
You usually texted me in the morning.
She didn't text me the next morning.
I wasn't thirsty.
She didn't text me the next afternoon.
You didn't text me.
She didn't text me the next night. After her service just dropped out of nowhere.
I told you it was gonna drop.
Your nigga was gonna drop your ass. Is what I thought. Like, come on now. I'm like, well, her nigga must get off around 10 because I don't hear shit from her usually around 10 till the next morning. Like, come on now. Sound like a work schedule to me. So anyway, didn't we have a date plan?
We did have a date plan, and you never called me or anything to make any plans for the date. So I was like,
we had plans. Okay. We were going to the movies.
Yeah, but you never hit me up. And I remember I was all sad, y'all. I was hella sad because I lived with my aunt at the time.
She was so sad that she never even called.
I lived with my aunt at the time.
That's how sad she was. She was so sad she didn't send a text message, a SOS, nothing, not a nudge.
Yo, I was sad.
She didn't poke me on Facebook. That's how sad she was.
I had told my auntie that I had a date on Friday with Ashley, and so she was like excited for me to go on my date and stuff. And then, you know, Friday night rolls around and I'm just like sitting around the house, and she's like, I thought you had your date. And I'm like, nah. She hasn't hit me up or nothing, so I guess we don't have a date. So I was actually really sad. And so it's funny because, yeah, I wasn't sad enough to hit you up because you were supposed to hit me up. How you gonna plan a date with me and not hit me up about the date details?
How you gonna drop service and never hit me back when you get service? Does that make logical sense?
I don't know.
So it's like, I'm already like wondering, and then she don't hit me up that night, the morning, the next day. I'm like, well, hey, I can take a hint. So we didn't talk for what, a week?
No, I don't think we talked for a whole week.
And then how did we talk?
And what a waste that was. You was in town, so what a waste. You know, I'm not really sure if she had ever really.
I had planned on taking her on a date, but you know, if somebody do you like that, you gotta go do something else. You can't just sit around. When the service dropped, I was like, hey, y'all got anything to do? Her nigga just got off work.
I was sad.
Don't try me. Don't try me this many years later.
I was sad.
No, I'm talking about that I wasn't gonna take you on a date.
Anyway, it's very easy to make stuff up in your head and think like the person is talking to other people, the person ain't taking you seriously, or the person is like still exploring their options, which they might be. You know.
Well, and how do you trust somebody because you don't really know them like that?
Right.
So they could tell you anything. You don't ever see them.
Yeah, it's easy to make stuff up in your head. I thought baby was out in North Dakota just living it up, doing all kind of stuff, because every time I got a text from her, she was like, what number should I pick? I'm about to go to the casino. So,
ooh, and one day she told me pick number 8, and I was like, all right, bet. And I only put $5. I don't ever bet that low. Put $5 on the number 8 and hit it.
And you know what I used to do?
I
You'd
was
ask me
so
for numbers,
mad.
and I would go on my phone and I would look up Scorpio lucky numbers, and I'd give you 2 of them.
See, at least she always been using her brain.
That's what I used to do.
That's all I was doing, was working and going to the casino to gamble my money away.
Pro number 2 is it allows you to take your time without placing
Why you so big
titles
right now?
on it. Why did you leave the door?
Why you think you big, bitch? You need to think it's small. You need to think it's small.
Get your pillow.
Don't be talking.
So pro number 2 is that it allows you to take your time without placing titles on it. You ain't rushing into no relationship. It's not like, oh, you're my girlfriend.
Okay, let me get to a part. Get to a part here. Baby's biggest thing when I met her was no titles.
I'm sad.
So it's like, cool.
Right.
Well, what does that mean for me? Just do me?
Yeah.
Okay. But then when baby got the slightest inclination that I was doing me, everything hit the fan in a really nonchalant way. I didn't even know what happened. Because every day I was told that she wasn't into titles, and like I had a sermon on how she wasn't into titles like every other day. Like, yeah, well,
She was trying to lock me down.
it's like we had a great day, but I don't do titles though. I'm not yours, just so you know.
So, and it was funny because it was Scorpio and Sag, right? So Scorpio is like, you're mine. You belong to me. I own you, right?
But I wasn't like that with you.
And Sag is like, no,
Absolutely
no.
don't. Sag would be like, I had the time of my life. I had so much fun with you, but we're not together though.
I know we're meant to be in each other's lives, just not as anything, but just in each other's lives.
And I would be getting so confused, like, okay.
But y'all, I swear, that was part of what got her, because everybody else was trying to lock her down. Everybody else was like, well, are we in a relationship? Or are we gonna be together? Well, is it exclusive? And I was kind of like, girl, we just gonna go with the flow.
And then what happened?
You liked it.
What happened when you thought I wasn't going with the flow?
Then
The
you got to go.
The flow that you told me to go with?
Yeah, you got to go.
What happened when I started going with that
When
flow?
did you go with the flow?
You were like tripping on me because you were thinking some shit that wasn't even happening.
It was probably happening. What was it? Might have been happening, y'all. I don't know. Baby was in a sketchy situation. Let's just say baby was in a very sketchy situation, living with multiple females. A little sketchy to me.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Y'all want to dig into the business? Comment down low. Dig in. Wait, what did we just go on?
It allows you to do it without placing titles.
So how is that a pro?
Because like
For you
don't.
if you're
rush-
sad, it works out perfect.
No, it's good for anybody, because
if you're
it's not,
sad,
and it's like you hurry up and put a title on it, and it's like, oh, we together. And then the leniency that you have in a relationship is like, oh, we together, versus like, well, I guess I can't
So
really
when
trip
was
that
we
hard.
together?
And so that is when I really officially considered us together, because at that point I wasn't with nobody else.
Damn, you should have told me that.
You knew that. Stupid. You knew that. Con number 2 is you miss the person, but you don't even really know the person like that. So then sometimes you wonder like if you're crazy. Or at least I used to wonder if I was crazy, because I'd catch myself missing her, but it's like, girl, you don't even know her like that. And it's like, is she missing me? Nah, she ain't missing me. She out here just moving around, doing whatever she want to do, and I'm just at home missing her. So like, you wonder if you're crazy.
You was wondering if you was crazy because you liked somebody.
I was. I was like, oh, this dangerous territory now. I actually care. Oh, watch out now.
Pro number 3 is that you kind of have your personal space, your own mind. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes when you get in a relationship and you like that person, it's like you get off work, you want to go be with them. You wake up, you want to be with them. You go see them, you kick it all day. Y'all ain't really doing nothing. You're not being productive. Like you just laying up. And then that can get annoying. One thing that can annoy me real quick is sitting around with somebody doing nothing and them being them and getting on your nerves. Can't stand it. It's like, okay, girl, we gotta go do something. You gotta go you go this way, I'm gonna go that way, and we'll see you later.
Obviously, whenever she was in town and we were face to face, then it was like, give me as much of you as I can get. You know what I mean? Then like they go away again, and so by the time she had moved here, we missed each other enough and like we were deep enough off into the relationship that it was like, I want to see you every day.
If you want to hear like any stories on anything we've done touched on, just comment down below and we can dig in a little deeper. If you want to get in her business, ask me, I'll tell you all her business.
No, she won't, because baby's private. Even about me, she's private.
Baby
private.
ain't. She'll tell you all my business.
I'll tell you most of mine too.
But she won't tell you most of hers. She'll tell you all of mine.
I don't have any business.
So she just feels like it's my business to tell. She
does
does
her business is so much
all
better
the
than
time.
Mine. Her business is so much better than
She'll
mine.
be sitting up with my family and I'll come in the room. She done told the whole story. Nobody even knew nothing about. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you telling them that? She's like, oh, what's your family? Exactly. Be quiet.
Con number 3. There is a fear that you might not like the person in person. And I remember thinking that like when it was time for you to come to town or whatever, it was like, ooh, I hope I like actually like her. Like I hope the chemistry that we have, because we was just texting. It's like, I hope that the chemistry that we have over the phone is...
She's so rude. She's
the same,
so sad. Because I never thought that.
The same as the chemistry that we have.
I was like, girl, which wedding dress you gonna wear? What you gonna wear? How
Whatever.
many kids we gonna have?
So tell me, I want to know for y'all who have been in a long distance relationship, has that not ever been a concern of yours? Like when you like, okay, we about to really meet up face to face in person. Like, what if I don't actually like this person? If I was a snorer, we probably wouldn't be together because baby can't sleep through anything. So, like, what if I was a snorer? What if I had like a loud, grown man bear snore? We wouldn't even be here today.
Maybe.
How? You can't sleep.
I used to go home. I used to go home from her house. I'll tell you the nutshell version, but her house, if you want to know the story, comment down below. Tell me about when you used to go home. Her house would be so loud in the middle of the night, I would get up. It would be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and I'd be like, I'm going home. I can't
Yeah,
sleep here. I cannot sleep here. And I would drive home.
Yeah, she would.
Make sure you like this video. If you like these kind of videos, subscribe, turn your click clacks on. If you don't know what a click clack is, that's a notification. Cece calls them click clacks because on one of her shows it goes. So Cece calls them click clacks. So they click clacks now.
Turn your click clacks on.
And comment down below your pros and cons that you think or feel or whatever. And if y'all want a part 2 where we talk about y'all's pros and cons or anything, just let us know because you know you the boss. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Thanks for rolling.
I was gonna say have a good night.
I holla.